When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to stick and move through this.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh. Ooh, I like it.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go, D.
Delta. Find out.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Delta. Find out.
Here's Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 5'9",
Off the play fake, Bridgewater steps away to his left. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
Guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Allen. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Trying to get it to Woods. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Five down. Five down. Delta. Five down.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. A good pickup there at 22. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Five down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating in Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Kamara. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, And
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Delta. Delta.
Bridgewater on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down throw for Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Fights loose. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Black 99, Philly. Here we go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Bridgewater. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
He's checking. Fire down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Allen now looks to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Now Allen again. Now he's forced out left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Zerline's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He finds an opening past the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Scampering home from 19. Yards out, and the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Detroit!
Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tyler Davison. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To the air, Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Again, this is Kamara. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Finding some room at midfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Gets around him. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Gone! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Blue line it!
Allen now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's got this one down to the 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fire down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. And
the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Allen. Dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go now.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And some space here. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, now he pulls him over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Allen. Now he's forced out right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Get him, boys!
Five down.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Five down.
Tighten up.
Now Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You got 4 down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
3 down.
Five down.
Here's Bridgewater. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Ready? Go Delta.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Gun!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gun!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Gun! Hot!
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go now. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Lucky 56. Hot!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.